Hey Youtubians, it's Tony here from We Try Anything, the channel likes try anything so you don't have to. What we're going to have a look at today is some more trainers. These are trainers that I've recently acquired within a sale that was on at a popular sports vendor, popular manufacturer, which is Reebok. The reason why I bought these trainers was, again, as we get into the kind of wintry months. I mean, we're a week away from Christmas when I'm recording this, and what it's been raining an awful lot here in the northeast of England. And what I wanted to do was try a pair of trainers that are good for kind of what I would call moderate winter weather, where there is a lot of rain. There's a lot of obviously it's very cold and stuff like that, but it's not snowing or anything or icy. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to replace the use of these. Now these, as you can see here on the screen, are a black version of what I reviewed here, which is the Puma Electron Castlerock. Now these I have been wearing for well, when was this review? The end of September. So they've been kind of I've been wearing for the past couple of months. While these have been good, as the reviewer said, it has let in rain. God, even when it's spitting, it just seems to absorb rain just at this point here. Which, I'll be honest with you, I've had a lot of wet feet wearing these, especially in the northeast of the UK, of England, as it were. They do let in a lot of water, and I just had enough of getting wet feet and stuff like that all the time. And I know I've got a pair of Puma, which I've reviewed on the channel as well, which are the Puma, I think Palace Palace Guards, and yes, they are ideal for that sort of weather, and obviously they're being leather and stuff like that. They are good, but I just wanted something a bit more lighter, a bit more easier to wear than heavy duty trainers or heavy duty hoop shoes like that, which I'm kind of going to try more in the snow really. But what I'll do, I mean, I will be doing an update video on these and showing you how they've worn over the past couple of months. As you can see, they have been worn and stuff like that, and well, they've been okay. There is a few things I want to mention in the review about these. So less about these and more about the new trainers. So what I've got here, as I say, is a pair of Reebok, which I bought within their sale, which they've still got on at the minute. I think these were bought a couple of weeks ago. As I say, I bought them just to kind of combat the kind of cold, wet weather or moderate winter weather that we are getting in the UK. So just opening the box, these are Reebok Royal Glides. Now Reebok Royal Glides, let me just get them out of their box. Reebok Royal Glides are a kind of a they're quite I don't know, they're quite a popular retro trainer as such like that. They are, quite classic in the way they look. I mean, they're not the Reebok classics, which are, they've been going for years, but these are quite 80s inspired from what I'm understanding. What they are is they're kind of a shoe or trainer, as it were, which has a kind of a leather upper, as you can see here. They're not PVC plastic or anything like that. They are leather. They do have quite a dense foam to them here as such, and they've got a rubber outsole. Now for me, for wearing during these kind of moderate to, it can be quite heavy winters up in the northeast of England, I wanted something to try that is just a bit more harder wearing, lets in less water, and being it leather is it doesn't make your feet sweat as much. Now I tend to do a lot of walking. I tend to do between 6 and 10,000 steps each day. I just wanted to get something that was a bit more harder wearing, especially in this weather. And I think these will do the trick. Now, as you can see on the back, they do have that U shape to the back of the actual where the heel is, as it were. And these I do find wear better for me than the kind of oval shape, because the oval shape tends to rub on the back of my foot. On the inside, if I just pull out this packaging, on the inside, I don't know if the light can show, it's got quite a nice insole, and it does say on the website, I'm just going to quickly quote from the website which got here. So yeah, they do have leather uppers, and also they have what's known as removable ortholite sock liner, which accommodates ortholitonics or something like that, which I believe is used for correcting the gait, as it were, of how your foot is within these trainers. You can get other kind of in sock liners, as it were, or insoles, to kind of help your foot stabilize, so you can walk a bit more a kind of straighter, as it were, because I know some people have a negative gait and a positive gait like that. So these are meant to be pretty good for that. They also have a textile lining here, which is what it mentions on the website, which it's quite a nice lining to it. There's a bit of padding, as it were, and there's a nice it's not as massive foam padding here, but I would imagine this is comfortable. And you can get them in black, white, or vector red, and that's it really. And as I say, I mean, these are kind of got a bold look to them. They're quite simple in their bold look. I mean, they've got the kind of 3D relief to the actual logo here, and obviously you've got the usual classic lines here of the Reebok brand. I mean, I do prefer the older Reebok logo, as it were, emblazoned on the shoe, as opposed to the new kind of triangular one, which I have featured on another video, which I'll link below, of some ones I'm going to try in the spring, or when it gets a bit warmer and less wetter. But these, they do seem hardware, and there's not much flex to them, from what I can see. There's very little flex, but obviously this leather will wear in. And what I'm going to do is, I mean, I'll pop them on and I'll show you what they're like when they're on. Right, as you can see, I've popped them on, and they do look quite stylish, really. I mean, obviously with the leather look to them, they've got a little bit of a sheen to them, which you can see here. You'll have to forgive the light, and unfortunately it's quite dark outside because typically it's raining in the northeast of England. But they are quite a nice classic look to them. They do have quite simple, I mean, obviously the actual white stripes stand out more, as does the bottom part of the trainer, and it does have a nice feel to them, really. I mean, there is a little bit of, as it were, movement at the back, but I would imagine that will bed in and stop moving the back of your feet, as did the Puma Electron Castlerocks that I've just featured earlier in this video. But yeah, nice, easy go on, and they do actually walk really well. There is a little bit of springiness to them, and they do feel good, I've got to admit. They feel quite comfortable, easy on. There's nothing hurting my feet or anything, and it's hard to, I mean, in terms of the width of the actual shoe itself, I would imagine these aren't for probably wide-feeted people, or people with wide feet, because I have read some of the reviews where they're saying that the actual trainer isn't it's more suited to a person with a thinner foot. But for me, I mean, they do feel quite comfortable. The laces are quite long on them, but I will kind of strap them in there so I don't trip over them. But in terms of the quality of them, yeah, they are nice, and it would be interesting to see how I get on in the rain as such. What I'll do is, I'll wear them for a couple of weeks, and I'll upload the video again or upload a new video, just kind of detailing my overall review of them, really. But my initial impressions are that they are, they do feel good, and they're probably worth considering, really, if you are thinking of something just to try and wear for, as we head into kind of winter and obviously a lot of rain. But they do wear really well, and they do stand out. They are quite striking and bold, as the website says. Well, as I've shown you, I've tried them on, and they do feel really comfortable, I've got to admit. I mean, there is, as I say, there is a little bit of a slide down here, but I would imagine as my kind of socks embeds, kind of rubs against it, the friction will help, embed the back of my ankle, so it is natural, and doesn't, constantly rub against there, which it did with my Puma Electrons, which I shall show you here. I had the same thing, but they did stop after a while. But I will be giving you an update video on these. It'll be coming soon. But in terms of the looks of them, I do think they look really striking, really. And I've got to admit, I mean, in terms of the quality of them, there's no stitching out or anything like that. The quality is there. The only thing I worry about is, obviously, as you can see there is a bit of a ledge there, which when you're grabbing your trainer just to pull them off, I'm just wondering if it would pull away, but I don't think so. I mean, Reebok tend to be quite well made. I've had Reeboks many years, since like the early 90s, really, and these do kind of hark back to that, where they are simple. They've got that bit of a modern twist with the 3D element to the logo there. And I've got to admit, I do like them. I do like the look of them. But in terms of the looks, yeah, I do like the look of it. I like the little red flash in there. It's nothing ostentatious or anything that stands out. And obviously, you got the matching red logo of the Reebok wording, as it were, the type just here, which matches the back. But in terms of the overall look, I mean, it is it's kind of a bluey black nature to them, but they do come in different colours, which I'll show you on the actual on their website. I mean, it does come in quite a raft of colours, really. I'm just looking at them now, really. You know, obviously you got the white and blue, and also you've got like different styles and stuff like that, which you can get. And it is quite interesting what, you know, different trainers and different styles that Reebok are pushing. But my overall impressions are good trainers. They do feel good. They feel comfortable. My feet they're not massively hot, but they are warm, really, in comparison to the Electrons, which I have been wearing for the past couple of months, which they've just got wet at the drop of a hat. You know, you only have to, I don't know, make a cup of tea and your feet get wet. It's just like that, really. But in terms of looks and feel, you know, my initial impressions are that they're good, and I'm looking forward to wearing these over the next couple of months, so as we head more towards spring. I mean, obviously I do have other Puma, which are the Palace Guards, which are more for snow and stuff like that, and I will give you an update of them as I'm wearing them for winter and stuff like that. But these, I'll give you an update in the next couple of weeks or so, just to say how I've got on. But there you go. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. It's just a quick one. I just wanted to feature these on the video, just you know, as something that you could potentially look at and buy. There is, I think, a sale going on at the minute. I mean, obviously it's the 16th of December, so when you're watching this, it may or not be on there. And I'll put a link below to where I got them from. It's not affiliate, it's just a Reebok link to their site, and you might be lucky they might be doing the sale when you're looking at them. And I'd definitely consider these, especially if you can get them cheap and cheerful. Good shoes. I mean, my mother-in-law has the actual Reebok Classics, and she's used them for years, so I'm looking forward to trying these ones out and seeing how they go. Well, as I say, thank you for watching. Please give the video a cheeky like if you like the video, and please subscribe to the channel below if you want to see more updates about these trainers and other trainers that I've featured on the channel, and trainers coming soon. There will be other videos as well, as other than trainers. There'll be kind of technology, gaming, and all sorts of videos that I'm looking to feature within this year, the end of this year in 2021, moving on. But thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next video. Goodbye.